The caption says, "This is me eating pizza. Ever notice how thin people are praised and celebrated for eating pizza? But if I was in a larger body, I would be told that I'm promoting obesity and heavily trolled. That's thin privilege, and that's BS." You're right, this is BS. Your whole argument's BS. What type of people are you interacting with that celebrate and praise thin people for eating pizza? I don't go to pizza shops looking for thin people, stand around them and watch them eat, while I clap for each bite that they swallow. Watching you eat this pizza reminds me of mukbangs I watch almost daily. I love mukbangs. I love watching people eat. I'm kind of obsessed. Whenever I have free time, I watch mukbangs. Do you know how helpful mukbangs are for my weight loss journey? Think about it. They're the ones that's eating the food, and they have to worry about exercising and dieting until they get back to their original weight before the mukbang. I don't have to worry about none of that. I just watch and switch to a new video once it's over. I pretend I'm eating whatever they're eating, and I stay on my diet. I see that as a win-win. I don't care if you're thin, overweight, obese, if you've got some good food laying on your table, and you're eating it with a little bit of class now, I will watch you. Do I watch fat people cook food? Yes! Fat people know how to make banging food. That's why they're fat in the first place, right? I mean, that's the reason why I was. So yeah, I be looking at that all the time. She could have just said what she wrote for the captions. Did you really need to show yourself off eating that pizza? So are you secretly trying to get praised and celebrated for eating pizza too? If thin privilege is real, then this is a weird flex.
Cutting calories is dangerous. And cutting calories can actually work against your fat loss goals. If you want to lose fat, you need to have a healthy metabolism. And a lot of people don't know that some foods increase your metabolism and other foods decrease it. Here's how this works. When people cut calories across the board, some of the first foods to go are often the foods that increase your metabolism the most. When you cut those foods out for too long, your body doesn't get the nutrients it needs to burn fat and your metabolism slows down. And over time, it gets slower and slower and slower. This is why you used to be able to lose weight by dieting and now you can't. It's not because you're aging, it's because your metabolism is damaged.
Yeah, sure, counting calories is dangerous if you're severely underweight. Counting, cutting, whatever, is important if you're trying to lose an excessive amount of fat off your body. Besides being underweight, I can't see how cutting calories works against your fat loss goals. Listen, I ain't no scientist, I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. I can't tell you how a metabolism works. But what I can tell you is from my own experience, my metabolism isn't broken. I eat too much, I don't move, I gain weight. I eat enough and move, I lose weight. Why do these so-called food and exercise experts have to make this sound so difficult? I'm sure there's plenty of foods that helps your body work more efficiently. I mean, that's a given, right? And how can you seriously break a metabolism? You don't just stop burning fat altogether unless you're eating too dang much. I feel like it's the same with the fat activists, saying to trust your body and eat intuitively. He said, when people cut calories, they often remove the foods that increase the metabolism the most. So cutting the cheesecakes, cookies, chips, processed foods, and starches are really the foods I need to increase my metabolism? Is this guy listening to what he just said? Who is this message for? If anyone from the fat acceptance movement heard this, they'll definitely take this message the wrong way. And what are these special nutrients I need to burn fat? Sure, some people do great with carbs and junk food. And if you can do this, I'm jealous. I wish I could eat French toast and an apple every morning, and then for lunch, eat potatoes, garlic bread, and some meat. And for dinner, some rice, a dinner roll with a little bit of veg and meat, and then eat a little slice of cake for dessert, and stop there. And on top of that, still lose weight. Nope, too many carbs. Now, if it means metabolism equaling the amount of calories you need to maintain your weight, then yeah, your metabolism will slow down because the more weight you lose, the less calories you need. And if you need less calories, your metabolism does slow down. That's normal. So what's the problem? He mentioned aging. The older you get, the less calories you need. So naturally, your metabolism is going to slow down because you need less calories. Stop scaring people to think that they have a broken metabolism. That's not cool. And pay attention to your eggs. You might burn them.
Hey bestie, did you know that not everyone who struggles with binge eating is fat? Binging doesn't make you fat, and not binging doesn't make you thin. Body size is not determined by how much food you eat. So BED recovery does not imply weight loss.
Hey bestie! Yes, I did know that not everyone who struggles with binging isn't fat. There's multiple EDs that deal with binging. No, binging for a day or two won't make you fat if you're already thin. And not eating for a few days won't make you thin if you're obese. Body size is not always determined by how much food you eat. In the short term, yeah. Like I said before, you can binge for a few days, be okay, and get back on track. It's the long-term effects of eating poorly, either too much or too little, is the problem. You're finding ways to glorify EDs. This language that you think is helpful and cute is actually messing with people's heads. In the beginning of a BED recovery, you may gain weight because you're trying to figure out how to control yourself around food. It will always be hard losing weight with a BED. It's the same as trying to gain weight with a restrictive ED. The way we feel about food and ourselves is all messed up, and chances are, we can't fix this on our own. We need outside help. Weight loss is secondary when we're trying to control BED, but weight loss should not be pushed to the side either, because most of the time, people with BED are obese and seriously need to focus on physical and mental health.
A consequence of fat phobia is fat people are not allowed to publicly enjoy food, even eat it. Like, I'm sitting here waiting for an incredible burrito, and if I were a thin person and I was making this video, all the comments would say like, oh my god, yes, this is so good, I'm so hungry, this looks delicious. But me, I have to sit here and think, is this worth harassment and bullying? Can I post this? Like, I want to post about this glorious burrito, food talk, but I can't.
Eating the burrito is not the problem. The problem is what you're doing after you eat the burrito. Are you going for a second one? Are you drinking enough water? Are you including physical activity in your life? You can definitely eat that burrito in peace, even if people are trying to dog you for it. So obviously, if you have a problem with eating your burrito in public, then internally, you must have a problem eating that burrito in public. This is all you, girl. When I was obese, I would eat a ton of food buffet style. I didn't give a crap about what other people thought about me. When that food was in front of me, it was me, that food, and how much I could stuff in my mouth at one time before I couldn't eat anymore. These fat activists are so concerned about what other people think about them when they're eating, when that should be far from what they're thinking about. And no, diet culture is not to blame for this. Because when you want to do something like grab that burrito, you didn't stop to think, if I eat that burrito, would I gain weight? You knew you wanted that burrito. Now you're feeling guilty because of something you're thinking about. Don't blame others for feeling guilty about your burrito. So you need to change up your thinking. Are you truly 100% body positive and 100% fat acceptance? Or do you really want to start becoming healthy? You can still have your burrito, but you gotta care for your body a lot more. No one's saying you have to stop eating burritos or any other kind of junk food for that matter. You just gotta learn how to eat more responsibly.